In the ancient kingdom of Nyanda, where the river sang at night and the baobab stretched like fingers toward the heavens, there lived a man unlike any other. His name was Kamau, son of no noble line, but his very presence made men tighten their jaws and women tremble with secret desire. Kamau's skin glowed like polished ebony under the sun, his eyes burned with the smolder of untold fire, and his body, carved as if by the gods themselves, moved with the grace of a panther. It was whispered that his mother conceived him after bathing in the forbidden spring where moonlight kissed the earth, and so Kamau carried both blessing and curse in his blood. Wherever Kamau went, hearts faltered. Wives lingered at the wells too long when he passed. Maidens lost sleep, whispering his name to the night air. Even the old, who had long buried desire, found their blood stirred by the heat of his aura. The first to take notice was his Boko, the chief of Nyanda. A man of wealth and many wives, but one whose greed was a deeper hunger than his stomach could ever satisfy. Boko saw in Kamau not just beauty, but power. He said to himself, "If I cannot be him, I will own him." And so Boko drew Kamau close, under the guise of honor. He clothed him in fine robes, poured him palm wine sweet as honey, and whispered poisonous counsel. Why should such fire be hidden? The gods placed the flame in you to be consumed. Taste the fruit offered to you, Kamau, for you are no ordinary man. Women long to be burned by your heat. Give them what they crave, and take what life owes you. And Kamau, still young and drunk with his own radiance, listened. Soon, the village changed. Wives crept from their huts in the deep of night. Maidens gave themselves under the shadow of silk trees. Secrets multiplied like ants on spilled sugar. Songs were sung not of harvest or war, but of Kamau's lips, Kamau's touch, Kamau's body that devoured and left only trembling behind. But the fire that warms also burns. Husbands began to grow suspicious. Fights broke out in compounds. Brothers turned against brothers. And the chief, who had unleashed his fire, laughed in his chambers, watching Nyanda unravel. Yet destiny does not play in secret forever. One evening, as drums echoed for the yam festival, a wife of Boko, jealous and desperate, let slip a truth too heavy for her tongue. Whispers became shouts, shouts became accusations, and soon the whole kingdom roared with betrayal. Kamau, they thundered. The fireborn has bewitched our women. Enraged, Boko turned on the very man he had corrupted. In council, he spat venom. Kamau is no man, he is a curse, a shadow sent to destroy us. Let him be banished beyond the hills, lest Nyanda fall into ruin. So it was that Kamau, once worshipped in secret, was cast out under the moon's cold eye. For many moons he wandered the wilderness, his fire dimmed by hunger and shame. He wrestled with the gift he bore, was it a blessing or a chain? And it was in his exile that he met Nyanda, a woman whose beauty was not in flesh but in spirit. Her eyes did not melt under his fire, but calmed it, as rain soothes burning earth. Nyanda did not fear him. She touched his face and said, "You are flame, Kamau. But even flame must learn when to warm and when to consume. Come, walk with me, and let your fire find its purpose." With her, Kamau learned restraint. He learned that passion could be guided, that fire could cook yam as well as burn hot. Together, they bore children who carried both their wisdom and their heat. Years passed, and whispers reached Kamau of Nyanda. The kingdom that cast him out had withered, for Boko's greed had devoured it from within. And now, Nyanda's people cried not for punishment but for healing. Kamau's children, fierce as lions and wise as griots, rose and demanded justice. But Nia, with her river-calm voice, counseled forgiveness. So Kamau returned, not as a seducer, not as a wanderer, but as a man who had tamed his fire. Before the council he stood, and the people trembled. Yet he spoke not with arrogance but with the steady voice of one who had been broken and remade. Fire, he said, cannot be blamed for burning when it is stoked by greedy hands. Learn, my people, that desire without wisdom brings ruin. But guided rightly, it brings warmth, light, and life. And so, Kamau was restored. His name became not a curse, but a proverb. He who carries fire in his blood must learn to master it, or it will master him. The drums of Nyanda sang once more, and Kamau's tale was carried across rivers and deserts, told by griots as both a warning and a wonder, the legend of the fireborn man. If this story touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself, share it with someone who needs hope today. Love letter. And if you love African folktales and inspirational stories like this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next powerful story. See you in the next story.